I decided to come on here and do another live and do a reading for the lovers. In the last live, it's about an hour ago, um, there was a lot of drama going on, and it's like judgment time. But in the midst of the judgment that's taking place, there's somebody that wants to make love instead of war. Let's do a little reading on that. Let's try to help with the positives. I'm I'm wore out from needing to focus on the major
Andrea.
issues. I could go for focusing on the love. Before we begin, hold on. I'll be right back. One of my gladiolas bloomed. Bloomed purple.
We don't get many visitors.
One of my favorite flowers. It grows like a sword. There's multiple blooms on it. I just picked the biggest one. Do some relaxation and healing. Mm. It smells nice.
Distract. Supply.
Hold on. There. Alright. Now let's focus on the wants to make love from the last live I did. All right, we have at the crossroads. There's Knight of Pentacles energy. Somebody taking action that counts at this time. Like somebody that
here.
puts the most important business ahead of other things is attractive. That's attractive when you know what's more important and you will stick to that. That shows maturity. It shows that you're good at your plans of attack. You're well thought out.
It's not all bad.
That's what people typically will be looking for in a divine connection. We have judgment being called. That was surrounding the somebody wants to make love in the last reading that we did. We're focusing on judgment at this time. And there is all that tension, the deceit,
Security.
the chaos. Where's it all coming from? People just feel the change happening, and it drives them a little crazy. It's hard to know what steps to take. When there's multiple directions you can go in, and there's a bunch of people involved saying we should do this, and then they're over there saying we should do that, and then over there they're like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. We were gonna go do this. Like this is like why is there so many hands on the situation? Like when there is so many hands on a situation, it makes me sense that it's a greater concern, like community wise, maybe even nationally an issue, world issue. When we need people's opinions from over there, like we're talking whole groups, like that's a whole group over there, and they had some shit to say, and they had a hand in things, and then there's a whole group over here, like different little cliques and circles. Their hands are on it. This group over here, they're in on it. It's a big deal. So we are talking about some people here who have a lot going on, like not
Am I on
physically
video?
in their lives, metaphorically, environmentally, these people have a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? It's difficult to have relationships when you have so many people involved with somebody you're trying to get personal with. because you don't get personal with everyone. I, myself, am a pretty professional person, and I like to keep my relationships professional. Like, I have boundaries and stuff because of who I am. And then if I feel like I want to get more intimate and personal with you, that's great. It takes a special
Pain.
person for somebody like me to even allow in like that, because I have to protect myself and I want to protect you from me hurting you. You know what I'm saying? People are too quick to allow others into their energy without really knowing them. This is why elevated people do not do superficial encounters. No quick encounters. It's too risky.
Splendor.
So that's why a lot of elevated people who work hard for their stuff and they're smart, they don't really like to bring people into their homes. They don't really like to go meet people at their homes. Like, they like to meet people at hotel bars and stuff. It's safe. There's security there. If ever I'm trying to meet up with anybody, I'm meeting on an app or anybody I've met at the bar, if they want to meet me in the middle of the woods for a hike on our first date, that's a red flag to me. I, I'm going to suggest maybe we meet at the mall, or we can go to the pool together where there's other people.
Leave right now.
And if they don't want to do that, that's strange. It don't matter how good looking they are. It don't matter what kind of car they drive. Ladies, we're not going to meet these men out for hikes. Until we trust their character. It feels really, really good. Tingly. Relaxing me. I feel light as a flower. Mm.
My
Mm.
bones.
Alright, so we have some details of the past leading up to now as the focus of the issue. And that's because somebody seems to not have the purest of intentions for these lovers.
I am Desdemona.
They are enemies. We have a King of Wands,
Different.
7 of Wands. Somebody must rise above certain people's places and things and take
Look,
a
I'm
look
here.
at what's really going on from a higher point. Rise up and look down and see that they're kind of running around trying to, like, what's the word on the tip of my tongue?
Sinister.
Yeah, it's sinister. But that's not the word I was looking for. They're concocting up a grand scheme. That's the best way I can put it. Like when you rise above and you pay attention, you see the contradictions. Like they said it was this, they said it was that, but you're seeing that that's not what the fuck it is. So what the fuck is it really? They got motherfuckers going out and buying Glocks to stay safe because they don't know who to trust. Fleet Farm has upped their sales because of these people. And it's because they really are like thieves and stuff. And they will try to get in your house. They want to get close to you to see what you got and try to take your stuff. They even go as far as learning your routine so they can show up at your house while you're not there. They know the perfect
You are
time to show up.
wise.
And this is why a lot of people are getting security at their homes these days. So they don't have to worry as much
Kitchen.
when they go to work. I bought a safe to keep my cash and other valuable stuff in there because they were stalking me and harassing me. And they really just don't have, like, they act like they're better and they got the upper hand all the time. And they got the police on speed dial at the same time. They're trying to steal from you. It's disgusting. They're bending people over and raping them because they're nice people. Because they're gullible. It's
I am
easy
Ambrose.
peasy, like lemon squeezies, to take advantage.
You understand me.
So, yeah, that's the problem. 4 of Cups. Yeah, somebody's tired of going round and round with the same, like hearing the same things, seeing the same things, being offered the same ways to try this and that. It's like, you know, none of that shit's gonna work. You know, you gotta break the cycle somehow, some way. Are you really the only person with a fucking brain that knows? You gotta think outside the box? For real, you might be. And one day I took it upon myself to start leading because I realized I was the only person that
Your
thinks in the
soul has
right fucking
expired.
direction. The soul. They said your soul has expired. When there's people of your past taking shots at you still, and they don't even know you today, they're taking shots at dead you. Your soul that has expired. You become somebody new. You're, you know what, I'm thinking of like, one of those caveman charts, the humanoid charts where they start as a caveman and then it goes up to a person today. Wait, where was I going with that? Oh yeah. So they're taking shit. So the caveman you, and then there's like a couple. You grow up. You know what I'm saying? There's the you that's like two down the line. They knew you then, and all they can say about you is stuff
They
that they
buried
knew
me
about you
alive.
then. Well, today you're here on the scale. You go through major transformations to get to this part of the scale. You know what I'm saying?
Equipment.
So, this is why they're about to learn lessons to keep the past in the past. Whichever expired soul they are taking shots at can definitely haunt them. The spirit talker had me tripping because my kids were talking to me. I was like, oh, did my kids die? Because they're with their dad over in Illinois, and they don't talk to me. They can't call me while they're playing with other mommies. Anyways, yeah, my ghost kids were talking to me, but that's the old them. Like the old them, little
Jeff.
them died, and then they became like real kids. I figured that out. That's how that works. We have On My Way to Fuck Up Your Day. So that's the plan. Can't focus on the love when these haters come tornadoing in with the dumb shit. Still talking about level 2 you on that fucking caveman scale when you're trying to do your shit on level 7. It's like that's when like you hear the stuff that they're saying and you remember how old you was. And you're like,
I can use this.
who the fuck is it saying all that shit? Had to be somebody that knew me then. Right? Weeding them out. We got self-protection, ego, guarded. The divine is aligning the stars to be a wild outcome. If things get weird, just hang on. Oh, yeah. When judgment's being called, like, they start squirming. They know. They know they're the ones that could have the negative judgment called upon them. So, what are they going to do? Try to create distractions and get you to do something so that you're the focus.
Did you hear that?
If you ask me, they should probably not talk so fucking much themselves to where they're telling other people to shut up.
I'm attached.
The unholy hate. Ignorance is not bliss. We are lovers and friends. The contradictions. That's where you're going to get them. You just keep hanging on. Don't let go of that. It's right here. But all the contradictions. The truth is not coming in clear enough. Do it for you. Don't sacrifice your happiness for anyone else.
Dexter.
That's what you want. Go for it. It's your life. You got to be happy with your choices. And that's why I am so reserved when it comes to committing to anything. I'm committed to living my best life. It'd be nice to live my best life with somebody else. But other people will fuck up your chances of living your best life if you don't surround yourself with the right people. It's a fucking, like, living your best life takes art skills. You gotta build that shit appropriately. You know what I'm saying? This gotta be right.
Forgiveness.
It's gotta be decorated right. Your bed's gotta be right. You can't go work and make more money and come home tired and not have a good place to recharge. You've ever played Sims and then you buy them the cheap ass bed? They start getting cranky because they're sleeping on the cheap ass bed. And then you gotta sell the cheap bed and then buy a better bed. You know what I'm saying? Playing video games gives you those kind of creative skills, help you build your creative skills, and that then externally shows. You start using your skills that you're using in the game in the 3D reality.
Need help.
It's in the 5D, like playing video games and stuff. That's 5D. Material. You have friends online, you're talking to them, you see their little character on the game, but what do they really look like? You just remember their little character that you were playing with, right? That's some 5D stuff. Like, you're recognizing them in your brain as the character on the game that you were connecting with. You guys are having a 5D soul connection, and that's being recognized by the universe, by the divine, but that relationship won't be
I feel
recognized by people in your reality, like that you live with or your friends that you weren't playing video games with. That doesn't register unless you tell them. And it really just, it either clicks or it doesn't. That's where duality comes into play again. Sometimes you just have to allow
keep
people
running.
to know what's best for them. Can't tell anybody anything. Sure, you can tell them, but you can't force them to understand and actually listen. Like, understand. There's a problem with people, humanity in general, connecting and
Gertrude.
understanding and understanding. It's seriously a problem. We have to elevate and strengthen our abilities to do such a thing. And then I start talking about this stuff, and they're like, because they don't want to. It takes the want. That's what they lack. There's only a couple of things they want to do. These people that I'm referring to. Like, they're just waiting for their next line of coke offer or their next sexual encounter. It's I can't tell anybody what's best for them. That's the kind of life they want to live. That's fine. However, they must know when
Adam.
to separate themselves. You gotta live in your truth. You can't. You can't be a pussy. If you're gonna do something, you gotta have the balls to own up to it. And that's because it's divinely wrong to keep people running around creating more lies and then more lies and then more lies because you didn't want to just tell the truth about this one little thing.
Introduce yourself.
It just creates actually chaos energetically for that it like ripples out and it's felt. So when I tell people they are messy with their lives and with their encounters, their endeavors, I mean they're rippling shit out to the universe that's cluttering them up. Energetically, they are cluttered up with this person's baggage, that person's baggage, because they choose to commit to caring. It's okay to say, you know what, I don't
Josh.
have it in me to care anymore. Because I gotta care about myself. Over caring for somebody else can drain you. And that's when you just take a step back. Sometimes people just don't even know how to put their finger on that. It's hard to find the words to express how you really feel. You may love someone and you may care about them, but you got to take a step back because it's too much for you energetically. It's draining. And if they care about you and they love you, they'll understand that. I am a person that likes to have as little drama going on in my life. Like, as soon as I am dragging anything around like it's baggage, I just cut ties with it. Why do that? Elevated people know that's what you gotta do.
Outdoors.
So these lovers that are focused on and feeling like they may want to make love, they gotta cut ties. It's not safe to love. And that's why. At the bottom of the deck, somebody's not seeing is somebody's a star.
Peacefulness.
And speaks the divine truth. And sees straight through the illusions. There's a King of Swords, like somebody is getting pissed off. And maybe finding their authority from within is coming to the front. We have Knight of Wands. Somebody's taking creative action. Page of Cups. They felt a message. They felt the passion. And they can't focus on what they are passionate about until they cut ties. Because it's like too many hands on. I'm seriously feeling some it's the resistance, the pullback. Like literally bondage.
I'm in my 20s.
Like some serious bondage.
Sit and listen.
like fucking straight jacket, like a squeeze, like it's tight. My hands are tied. Can't do anything. It's frustrating. They get ahead of the game. They get ahead of themselves. I've seen a lot of people. Like I am one with the present.
Creativity.
I have not been. What I mean by I'm one with like the present reality is some people are stuck in the past. Some people are connected to these weird cults with um, psychic people who like to play a hand in changing the future to make it better for themselves. I experienced before a pre ejaculation of what is present reality today. And that's how I know that there are some people who are ahead of themselves because they were doing things back then at that time of the pre ejaculation of the future. Like they tried to make that present day reality then, and it didn't work. And now that the present reality is here now, that they were trying to imitate back then.
We're still here.
that's part of the issues of the past that I was talking about that are being brought up, that's connected to these illusions and whatnot. What's that? Oh, I think I cleared that card away. But it was the Six of Cups card had come out. And around this lover situation is those issues of the past. That's the focus that the judgment calls are being made about. It's pissing somebody off. The truth. What it really the fuck is. And they see how it was very calculated. That they did this and they said that and they imitated it all. It's disgusting. It's hard to keep your appetite when you have to focus on such disgusting things. You know what I'm saying?
You are annoying. You are embraced.
Oh, thanks. Devil's agenda pushers. Love and passion. Somebody lost a child. Had eyes for another. Child endangerment. Where there's a will, there's a way. Barias, that means special forces are watching in a situation. Somebody's feeling lovable. And then again, there's the people that are not caring to see the divine signs. They don't care what these lovers really
He
want.
will trick you.
They don't care what they really think. They just want what they want at the end of the day. What they really want. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck are they? Alright. Bye. I hope this helped.